Hey guys, we've got the Ruger 1022 today and we're doing a little bit of plinking short range. The range we're shooting at is around 50 yards right here. Quite a pleasant gun to play around with. Darn 5-round magazines. I want to try one more at that farthest target away here. Starting to get a little gummy. I always want to check these semi-automatic 22s. We've got it's got a little bit of an empty stuck in there. So this has a Green Mountain bull barrel on it. This was a Ruger that was made in 1982 with a laminate stock. So I cut the barrel band off the front. I've had this in a couple of other videos, but we're going to be going out to 600 yards with this today. And you'll notice in the back here, right in the back here, I've got about a little under 1/4 inch of shims to lift up the back of the scope, because this Citron 8-32 by 56, it only has 70 minutes of angle. Now this was, they call this the MOA2 reticle, and it was new in 2011. It's a very, very fine scope for bench rest, and actually it's a good all-around scope, but for today's standards it does lack a lot of the newer features. I've been looking at those Arkin optics. They're really something right out of sight, because they have a lot of different adjustments and zero stop, and you can go back. This reticle has like 15 minutes on the turrets, and in order to get out to 600 yards we need 107 minutes of angle, and we're short quite a bit here, being that this is only going to be able to get a 70 minutes of angle. So the first thing I did was I shimmed the back of it up to give us a little there, and I still needed more, and I'm going to do that trick that you can do with second focal plane scopes, is by reducing your magnification. Let me back up just a little bit. The reticle inside there are some subtensions, and each one of those subtensions, if you have your scope set at 24 magnification, okay, if you have it set at 24, each one of those subtensions has a value of 2 minutes of angle. Now there's 15 subtensions within the top and the bottom of the reticle, which gives you a total of 30 minutes of angle. If we turn our magnification down to 8, now all of a sudden that 15 subtensions will give us 90 minutes of angle. So between the shimming in the back and reducing our magnification and using those subtensions within our reticle, we have more than enough to get out to 600 yards. So we've showed you in close how this would perform. Now let's go out onto the other range and see how we do at 600 yards. 100 yard steel plate. Okay. Set this up so that I have a 200 yard zero with this rifle. So, rectangle. Okay, that came in low. Let's try the rectangle. And then let's try the little circle. 300 yards. Okay, so 300. Let's try the IPSC guy. Okay, there's 500 yards. It could be blowing them off into the next county. Nice. This is the plate at 600 yards with the Ruger 1022. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits. And look at that. We got 2. And these are Ely match going 1,070 feet per second. Notice second line down is our Ely match, and it has 0.150 for a ballistic coefficient. 36 degrees this morning. The speed of sound at 70 degrees is 1,125 feet per second. But if you go out at 40 degrees, the speed of sound is 1,095 feet per second. That's why Ely provides ammunition that's at 1,070 feet per second, so that it will handle any condition from 32 degrees right up to 100 degrees. But the last thing you want is your ammunition to go transonic, because then you get that destabilization when it goes through from the speed of sound down below the speed of sound. The reason why I like this scope is it's very uncomplicated, kind of like a telephone with a large keypad on it. There's Toad 2040.